Good day everyone. Welcome to our introduction to the philosophy of the human person, Module 1.1 Holistic Perspective and Partial Point of View. Hello everyone, this is Ma'am Neri. Aside from personal development, I also teach Introduction to Philosophy of the Human Person. Please consider this video as your reference in understanding the subject. For today's topic, we have Quarter 1, Module 2, The Value of Doing Philosophy. Welcome to Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person. This is Ma'am Neri, your teacher counselor, greeting you all with a bountiful day ahead. In today's video, we shall tackle Quarter 1, Module 3, Doing Philosophy. Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person Quarter 1, Module 4, Truth and Opinion, The Truth Will Set You Free. This passage simply tells us that our search for the truth leads to freedom. Philosophy is primarily concerned with getting at the truth about things. Studying philosophy will enable us to look for the truth about life, love, relationships, and everything. This module primarily deals with the distinction between opinion and truth. You, as a young adult, will search for the truth in your day-to-day activities. Your struggle in the pursuit of truth lies in your study of philosophy. Can I really arrive at the truth about things? So, enjoy your journey to finding the truth and enjoying philosophizing. Are you excited to learn and be a truth seeker? Let's start. You may need a pen and paper for some activities. At the end of this module, you should be able to 1. Define opinion and truth, and 2. Distinguish opinion from truth. Now that you know your targets for the day, have a glimpse of the new words below, which may appear in this module. Criterion is a standard on which a judgment or decision may be based. Coherence is the quality or state of cohering, such as systematic or logical connection or consistency. Pragmatic is relating to matters of fact or practical affairs, often to the exclusion of intellectual or artistic matters. Practical as opposed to idealistic. Bias is an inclination of temperament or outlook, especially a personal and sometimes unreasoned judgment or a prejudice. PRE test. True or false? Direction: read each item carefully. Write T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Write your answer in your notebook. 1. Through knowing we are able to determine the truth. 2. Opinions often contain clue words pointing to oneself. Example: I think, I believe, I feel, in my opinion. 3. Truth is a statement about the real world supported by evidence. 4. Truth is to be proven because they are based on someone's thoughts, feelings, and their understanding. 5. Observable truths are verified by observation. Example: the Philippines is an archipelago with 3 major islands: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Learning Activity 1. Task 1.1. Direction: read and analyze the following statements. Identify if the following statements are true or false. Write your answers in your notebook. 1. The novel coronavirus 19 is a pandemic that killed hundreds of thousands of people around the world. 2. In the year 2020, there is no medicine or available vaccine for COVID-19. 3. Earth is a perfect circular planet. 4. Every human person has the right to life, liberty, and happiness. 5. There are news and rumors that bananas can cure COVID-19. Take a look at this photo. Below it are 2 statements. Based on your observation, which statement is true, the first or the second one? Why? Write your answers in your notebook. 1. Indian mango is best eaten with spicy bagung. Chili is one trademark for Bicolanos. 2. It seems not so spicy because it only has a few chilies. Process questions. 1. Have you easily identified which of the statements are true? Why? 2. Which of the statements do you believe is true with others, but not true for you? Why? 3. How would you feel if you found out that there are statements that are true with others, but not true for you? Explain your answer. Learning Activity 2. Analyze the picture below. Write 2 paragraphs with 5 sentences each. 1 paragraph that depicts the truth and 1 paragraph that expresses an opinion. A statement is given as an example. Truth about the picture: there is a rainbow overarching the sky. Opinion about the picture: I believe that at end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. You have learned that goal of philosophy is to seek truth. The truth is arrived at through questioning. Through knowing, someone will conclude that a statement, information, and news are true. Are you having fun in your quest for the truth? Below is the core of this module. It will help you understand in depth the idea of truth and opinion. Let us take a look at the following concepts. Raphael Furbery, in his book Key Concepts in Philosophy, identified 5 criteria of truth. The first criterion of truth is coherence. A proposition/statement is true if it coheres with other propositions. Coherence means at least consistency. Consistency connotes non-contradictions with another thing. For example, the World Health Organization, WHO, declares that COVID-19 is a pandemic. All countries of the world agree that this phenomenon is a pandemic. No one contradicts or disagrees with the pronouncements of the international agency. Therefore, the statement is true and a fact. 2. Evidence as a further criterion of truth. Propositions/statements about empirical data can also be regarded as true because empirical data are evident. This data is proven through experimentation and observation. For example, the Baikal region is the southern region of Luzon. It is composed of 6 provinces, namely Albay, Catanduanes, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Maybate, and Sorsogon. As per the map of the Philippines, it is evident that it is divided into regions, and Baikal is region V is located in the southern part and composed of provinces. Therefore, the statement is true and a fact. 3. The agreement of a group of people is the theme of the consensus theory of truth. According to this theory, a proposition is true if it can secure the agreement of all participants. For example, Social Amelioration Program (SAP) is a cash emergency subsidy program (ESP) for 18 million Filipino families whose lives are greatly affected by the ECQ. The program is mandated by the new law, the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, which was signed by the President last March 25, 2020. This law is agreed upon by all the members of the cabinet, the lawmakers, and the interagency task force, duly signed by the President and made known to all the constituents of the Philippines. Therefore, the statement is true and a fact. 4. A further potential criterion is the pragmatic theory of truth. The criterion of the pragmatic concept of truth, then, is utility. This theory believes that a thing is true if it is useful. For example, Sipagat Tayaga ang mga susi sa tagumpay. Diligence and perseverance are the keys to success. This dictum is very familiar to all Filipinos, especially those who started from scratch but earned much for a much living. And many find it useful in achieving status in life. Therefore, the statement is true and a fact. 5. Finally, satisfactory and enjoying the ultimate approval of all researchers and constantly following the scientific method. The agreement of all researchers suggests and uses consensus as the criterion of truth. For example, herbal medicine is the use of medicinal plants for the prevention and treatment of diseases. According to research, herbal medicine is an alternative way of prevention and treatment of diseases. For this reason, many people are actually using this kind of medicine to cure diseases. Therefore, the statement is true and a fact. In order to validate if a statement contains truth, it must satisfy the questions below. A. Is the statement coherent and does not contradict? B. Is the statement verifiable with evidence? C. Is the statement has consensus with a group? D. Is the statement useful? E. Is the statement agrees with research? After identifying the 5 criteria of truth, let us have a glimpse into the idea of opinion. Blaise Pascal, in his book, The Thoughts on Religion, posits that the power of opinion is viewed to be the queen of the world. The opinion is construed and seen as a collective of feelings, passions, and biases. Looking at the definition of Pascal, opinion is based on one's perspective. It is full of personal biases and therefore cannot be proven with factual evidence, unlike that of truth. Below are examples of bias words. These words are clue words in determining whether a statement is true or an opinion. To illustrate more the distinction between truth and opinion based on the definition above below is a comparative presentation. Application. Let's practice. Read each item carefully, then identify if the statement expresses truth or opinion. Write the word /s that makes /s the statement and opinion. 1. The Department of Education implemented blended learning in order to safeguard the welfare of the students and the teachers. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 2. I think one of the struggles of the parents in blended learning is the cost of the internet. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 3. Ibalong Festival is the most festive and extravagant cultural event among the Bicolanos. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 4. Almost all industries are suffering from economic loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 5. The earth rested from pollution for more than 2 months. This is one good thing that happened during this pandemic. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 6. It is better to play Mobile Legends than play basketball because you can learn how to strategize in defeating one's enemy. The contagion probably is the worst disaster that ever happened in human history. The statement is true because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 7. The tall volcano eruption caused damage to properties in Laguna and Batangas areas. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 8. Ordinary workers clamor for help during the pandemic. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. 9. I believe that some frontliners are more susceptible to the virus because they are more exposed than others who are fighting the contagion. The statement is truth because blank. The statement is an opinion because blank. Learning Activity 3. Find me. Based on the previous activity, look for bias words in the word puzzle below. Encircle the words whether vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. Matching type. Direction. Read each item carefully. Match column A with B, match column B with C. Write the letter of the correct answer in the space provided. Good luck. A. Identify the biased words used in the statement below and look for the truth statements. Write your answer in your notebook. 1. In the article of Richard Heydarian, June 16, 2020, he said, "The Philippines has been host to 2 of the world's longest-running insurgencies, Islamist and communist, which have ravaged its southern island of Mindanao since the 1960s. Over time, many rebel groups have radicalized and turned to acts of terror. The months-long siege of Marawi by Islamic State-affiliated fighters in 2017 was a stark reminder of how profound the country's counterterrorism challenge is. This threat is the ostensible reason why in early June, at the urging of President Rodrigo Duterte, the first president from conflict-ridden Mindanao, the Philippines adopted a draconian counterterrorism law. The government argued that tougher legislation was indispensable to avoiding another major terrorist attack, including recent suicide bombings, and ensuring extremist groups and rebels do not exploit the COVID-19 crisis. Human rights and civil society groups, however, contend that the new counterterrorism law is too broadly drawn and will instead usher in a reign of terror, allowing authorities to silence voices of opposition in the name of national security. These groups are not wrong to be concerned. This article I think implies that the government will be pursuing the terrorists in the Philippines. But oppositions argued that this is a suppression of one's freedom. I believe the author of the article is right that this will usher the reign of terror and silence the voices of the opposition. Post-test. true or false. Direction, read each item carefully. Write T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Write your answer in the space provided. Explain your answer. Good luck. 1. Truth is to be proven because they are based on someone's thoughts, feelings, and understanding. Explain your answer. 2. Observable truths are verified by observation. Example: the Philippines is an archipelago with 3 major islands: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Explain your answer. 3. Through knowing we are able to determine the truth. Explain your answer. 4. Truth is a statement about the real world supported by evidence. Explain your answer. 5. Opinions often contain clue words pointing to oneself. Example: I think, I believe, I feel, in my opinion. Explain your answer. Assignment. Look for a short article in the newspaper or on the internet. Read and analyze it carefully. Identify and distinguish truth from opinion. Follow the format below.